Hello! It is time for your favorite weekly show. Hopefully it's your favorite weekly show. Terrible Game Tuesday, where you get to see only Hans and not me, apparently. Let me zoom out the camera. One moment,
We're
please.
zooming. We're currently zooming.
We are zoomed.
It is a involved process.
Apparently, way too involved. Okay, now you see me, and you see Hans, and you see my salsa. Alright, perfect. This is exactly what we need. Yes, I make salsa, and yes, if you want to purchase some, you can.
He is not. Oh wait, you can't even see the label anyways. This is a bottle of Clint's Texas salsa.
But ignore the jar.
Clint's.
It is not. It's not Clint's. Clint is a poser. It's my salsa.
Some salsa is really not that great.
Clint's salsa is not. Yeah, it's a little watery. It's tasty, but it's watery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like.
He needs to step up his game.
I agree. Alright, now that the chat's up, because I forgot that was a thing as well, we've got that. And let's hit test. You should see it on stream. Test. That's it.
Look at that.
Welcome. It is Tuesday.
Literally in the 21st
best
century.
Day of the week, because it is the day that Terrible Game Tuesday happens. So, that's what you're watching, and that's who we are. I am your friendly neighborhood KMereNGetSum. This is Hans Mullerman, our resident expert, and we are going to play a game today. Shit, let's just talk about the game.
Yeah.
What's up?
Not much else going on.
So, what are we playing today?
We're playing ActRaiser 2.
Boys.
We're not playing ActRaiser 1 because it is a great game. ActRaiser 2 is much less great. So I guess we'll start off with ActRaiser 1. For those of you who have not played ActRaiser 1, it was damn close to a launch title, and it was a very unique combination of genres. It was platformer, 2D hack and slash platformer.
Nice.
Then with a city building, not mini game, like other half of the game. It was a very strange combo. It was later kind of mimicked by games such as Dark Cloud. There's another one that's off, I can't think of on the top of my head.
Was it a 2D platformer hack and slash?
No, it was basically Soul Blazer. No, Soul Blazer's kind of the same. Anyway. Where basically you were trying to rebuild civilization as you move across the land. There haven't been a whole lot of games that did it quite like ActRaiser did. Even Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud was a lot closer to Soul Blazer than it was ActRaiser.
Gotcha.
And then they came up with a sequel, ActRaiser 2, just platforming, no city building, and the platforming, while far prettier and the graphics are far better, as you'll find later, are much, much worse. It's developed by Quintet. They made a lot of really cool games for the SNES. Original ActRaiser, Soul Blazer, one of my favorite games, Illusion of Gaia, Robotrek, KMereNGetSum, which we never got over in the States. It's one of the few times where Europe was not screwed over. We were, because Europe missed out on a ton of really good games.
Yeah.
I don't think they didn't get one of the Final Fantasies, if not two of them, and I don't think they got Secret of Evermore. I don't even know if they got Chrono Trigger, which would be a giant shame.
And I read, this is off topic a little bit, and we can come back, but you know me, Mr. ADD. I read something about South Korea with regard to the NES. Did you read that? South Korea did not get the original NES because of some trade embargo post-war.
Really?
And that had still been upheld. And so what they did is there was a company, a Japanese company, that marketed the NES as a different. It was called like Supercom or some. I don't know if anybody in chat knows this, but anyway, it looked the same, had the same controller, but it just was called something different.
Yeah.
Repurposed as a different brand for South Korea only specifically. So they got kind of screwed out of the NES too. I guess it came later as well, but only slightly.
This was kind of a mildly common thing. I know this happened with the Genesis in Brazil. I don't think you could buy a Sega Genesis in Brazil, or maybe it was a Sega Master System. You bought something else which could play Master System games or Genesis games, whichever it was. But like multiple vendors sold a Sega Genesis, Sega Master System. So.
Huh.
Cool. Kind of weird.
Nice. All right. Anyway, back on topic.
Yep. So Quintet made the last well-known game that they made was KMereNGetSum, which is really good if you've never played it. Especially, well, if you grew up with the Super Nintendo in America, you did not play it until you found a ROM of it later.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then they developed the Grandstream Saga for PS1 under a new name by that point. A game I've never played, but apparently got good reviews.
Huh, interesting. Maybe we'll have to check it out sometime.
One thing I am assuming, based on the composer, that this game has great music. It is composed by a guy named Yuzo Koshiro. He did the first ActRaiser, which had great music.
That had great music, yeah.
What else did he
I've
do?
never played ActRaiser, and I still recognize that song from the town building.
Streets of Rage. Oh, he did Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, no shit.
Batman Returns. Oh, he did Robotrek.
Robotrek's such a good game.
He did Shenmue, Beyond Oasis, I Am Beholder. Yeah, no, like Yuzo Koshiro is up there. If you are a video game music fan and you do not know Yuzo Koshiro, go check him out because he is very talented. That's
quite the resume.
Yeah.
Cool. So, fun fact about ActRaiser, just as a series in general. This ActRaiser is a game that Hans Mullerman was actually running. He was streaming speedruns on. So I don't know if anybody out there is into speedruns. I know nobody isn't into speedruns, but we've talked about this before. And welcome, by the way, nobody. Appreciate you being here, as almost always. Love having you in chat. But yeah, Hans actually is one of the very few people that took it upon themselves to try and run a speedrun ActRaiser. And actually, your first few runs looked like they had some potential.
And that was the frustrating thing about, because I don't speedrun often, and that was the only one I've ever seriously ran for any length of time.
Yeah.
And I discovered how difficult it is. So I got it under 2 hours pretty easily, only to find out that the world record is like an hour 5.
Good God.
So I
still though,
throughout the game, like I didn't even know how I could make that 50 minutes faster. Like I saw maybe 20 minutes, 15, but I'm like, how do you get 15 minutes out of this? Because I was following the world record route.
Like even if you watched the route and everything.
Yeah, so
I felt the same way with Mega Man X. Although it's a little more obvious how you can shave time off of X, and there's a lot of RNG in that game too. There's not a lot of RNG in ActRaiser, is there?
There is.
Or is there?
There's like maybe 2 or 3 instances of RNG. It's basically just execution and routing. It was actually run at the most recent SGDQ by Stravaris, who was at least at one point was the world record holder. I'm assuming he still is. So.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. I actually had forgotten I was going to go back and watch all the speedruns from SGDQ, the impossible event to say.
Yeah.
Game's done quick. Just put it that way.
There you go.
Okay, well, you've honestly never seen ActRaiser before. Well, you're going to see ActRaiser 2 today, so we're going to go backwards in time, starting with more recent game. So, let's open her up. By her, I mean it, and by it, I mean ActRaiser.
I don't think... I know I never owned this game. I don't even remember if I rented it. I did own ActRaiser 1. I don't know if I played this later when I first got into emulators, like back in college.
I'm going to actually move chat up a little bit, too. Yeah, there you go. Cool. There, now you can see yourself.
All right.
We have ActRaiser 2.
And when I first saw previews of this game, I was super excited.
It looks pretty exciting. I'm going to turn the volume up on it really quick, but go ahead. Sorry.
Because even though the city building aspect was gone in the screenshots, which is all you had at the time, YouTube was obviously not a thing back in 1994, probably when this was out.
Yep.
I saw the dude had wings, and I was like, oh, that's badass. I bet he can fly. The answer is no, you cannot fly. You can simply glide.
Oh, no.
And you also walk to the right real slow. Look at that. He does not run. He walks.
I'm not touching anything, and even in the preview, it's that slow.
He broodingly walks to the right.
This doth not bode well. Although the art, you're right. Like the art looks great.
Yeah.
So as a preview goes, as like an intro screen goes, it's pretty good. And I love the script. The script is cool. So passwords, which is good, so you don't just die and never be able to come back. What's customize? Is that like an options menu?
Let's see. We should definitely go to easy.
Okay, as is typical. Type 1, attack with X or Y, okay, and jump with A or B. This is another game that doesn't utilize the Super Nintendo controller. Like, there's so many buttons on this thing.
There is you do get magic later. I don't remember how you use the magic.
Alright. I love that note on the cover. Oh, yeah.
100% pure action.
Pure action and excitement. So that must have been why you were excited.
Well, which is funny because the cover is like, oh, it's just a dude looking at a tower. Like, I mean, I guess.
That's true. It's kind of a beautiful dude, to be honest.
He's a
His
pretty
golden
man.
locks, yeah.
Pretty man.
All right, let's go with game start. Let's see how this goes. Diligence. Ripped and torn, the slain body of Tenzra was returned to the underworld.
In Japan, it is Satan. Just letting you know.
Okay, good to know.
Localization.
Feeding on the intense hatred each held for the master. 13 of Tenzra's most feared and powerful demons joined together. With their combined power, they raised the spirit of their mighty leader. So this was apparently before Diablo came out. Yeah. Satan, vowing revenge, unleashed these demons upon the land below. Move the Sky Palace until a land name appears and press A button. Press A button or press the A button?
I don't know.
Alright, let's try it. I will give you a brief explanation of the land you have selected. Together we must combine our power and rid this land of Satan forever.
So you're over Diligence.
Oh.
Which is interesting, because in ActRaiser 1, this is most likely Fillmore.
Okay, Fillmore.
Yeah, Fillmore.
So, can I just land in Diligence?
Yeah,
let's just do that.
start out with
so,
Diligence.
press A button. I'm pressing A button.
Ah.
It worked. The people here used to work very hard at keeping this land healthy. It was once famous for its beautiful forests and rivers. One day, these people lost their desire not only to work, but also to live. Wow.
Dang.
It's hardcore.
That's rough.
You may find answers to what has happened by exploring the town of Industin! Okay.
Alright.
So we have to go to Industin. Some shirtless blonde dude with wings
Go
and a
down
wing
a
crown
little
looking
bit.
at a tower. Oh, down.
I think Industin is right to the left. Oh, up. Oh, right.
Oh, it's in there. Oh, hello,
There is
Industin.
Industin.
So this looks very similar to the map in ActRaiser 1. Is this right? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's what
I'm pretty sure we will get some awesome mode 7 when we start a battle.
Oh, good fun. Master, a strange cloud seems to appear, followed by rainfall, then disappear. Please try to locate the reason for this. Master, please prepare yourself for battle. Am I ready? I don't know. What else can I do?
There's literally nothing else you can
Okay, I guess I'm ready.
do. May luck be with you. In the original game, the Master did not have wings. He just jumped.
Oh, so I'm Master and I'm
You are the
controlling
Master. You are
Master who's-
essentially
Okay.
you're essentially an avatar of God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Godvatar.
Pretty much.
I'm down. Nobody, how are the sound levels today? Can you actually hear the game with us talking? Are we too loud, or is the game too loud? Let us know. Okay, so there's how you jump. Oh, double jump. Oh, and what? I'm trying to... Oh my gosh, can you even... Okay, you can, but not if you're floating backwards. Weird. Okay, so you automatically float,
Mhm.
and you have like an animation where you slow down when you hit the ground. Is that a time limit? Yes, it is. So we have a time limit. Oh. So if I'm double jumping and I hit attack, it will dive, but it will not attack. Interesting. Should I pick that up? Oh, pick up. Sounds pretty well balanced. Awesome. All right, good to hear. And I know you view on mobile usually, so is your iPad working today? I know it wasn't working yesterday, or last stream, whenever that was. Time has no meaning here. It's Texas. It's too hot for time to have meaning.
Ugh. It's a good summer.
Aye.
So I think like right off the bat you can notice that like even for an SNES game, this is a very pretty game.
It really is. There's a lot going on. It's really... There's almost too much going on, to be completely honest. Like, it's really overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean you've got the fog in the foreground, you've got the regular actual ground, you got mushrooms, foreground plants, background plants,
2 HP.
further background plants, roof plants, background mushrooms, background walls, and waterfalls, and
Oh, God.
plant monster.
I'm assuming I should probably not get touched by that. I think I can I tank this? No, I cannot. Oh, he turned around.
Oh,
The uncalculable turnaround. The timing on the like positions your character can be in when he attacks is really disorienting. Okay, you can attack during that. I was working today. I don't know what happened. It was only my stream. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I was streaming at a different bitrate the other night, so it might have been something to do with that. But honestly, I don't know. I also forgot what I was playing. It wasn't Borderlands. It was probably just like Isaac and StarCraft, right? Oh, I can attack like that. And my shield.
You can even block up.
Okay, so blocking is a thing. Okay, noted.
Yeah, at some point between the first game and the sequel, he ended up getting a one-handed sword and a shield.
Okay. My HP. Alright, let's fight this, this Venus flytrap. Oh, Jesus, he dives forward no matter what. Oh, God, I'm so bad. Per usual.
This is a tough game.
Wow, dude, he kills you so fast. Okay. And I'm on the easy mode, too. Quote-unquote easy mode. That slowdown on the landing is just not okay. Looking up more facts on the game? Clearly. No. I feel like I've taken way more damage before this boss than I should have. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the problem, like, that I always had with this game is just how slow and, like, every movement you make is so committed. But not in, like, a fun kind of Dark Souls way.
Yeah.
Because everybody moves so much faster than
you. Well, you feel really...
try blocking the shots with a shield.
I have a shield? I mean, how do I block with the shield? I think
stand
you
just
there?
hold it, yeah.
Okay, so I just stand there. Okay. So I just stop swinging. Yeah, I mean, your movement is really committed, but the thing is you feel really agile. Like, when you start moving around, you're like, oh, I'm super agile, so...
But you're locked into these really long animations.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It sounds like Hans is afraid of commitment. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hudson. Oh, he's here. And then there's Mr. Getsum trying to put up shields. You know what? We've got issues, alright? Just because you're all open with your feelings doesn't mean we have to be, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes good enough is just good enough.
Look at all that health you're getting.
Okay, I've got HP.
Now, if only you can keep it for the boss.
I will not, but I will try. So I'm gonna hack and wait. Didn't.
I blocked one. Maybe you blocked one first.
Okay.
Oh wait, I heard a.
Ah, it's weird. It's like blocking and not blocking all at once. I'm gonna die. Alright. Hans. All right, try it. I need to see you beat this boss.
All right, hold on.
Unless.
Oh, all right. I just figured out the secret.
Uh-oh.
To our success.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right. Andre 2000. Wait. What? Andre. What's up with Andre 2000?
Audrey 2000.
Audrey 2000.
Audrey Hepburn 2000. Cyborg.
You no understando.
All right, we're gonna reset.
Of course,
max out our lives there.
Oh, right. We're gonna save scum again, aren't we?
We might.
Okay.
We do want to see more than one level.
After last stream, nobody was calling you a cheater in chat the day after, or the days after.
I forgot to do the thing.
Can you change a Twitch name? I've been trying to change mine to get rid of the new. Apparently you can, but I don't exactly know the process. I think you can go in and... Oh, did we have a keybind messed up, or what?
No, I just seen what it was. Whoa! Look at that.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bound to
There we go. Alright. Maximum. Oh, it was already on easy.
Well, I had changed it to easy, yeah.
Well, but I'm surprised it kept it. It's one of those things where it keeps it between resets.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's actually notable.
Who's
in
Audrey?
Game code.
Who's Audrey 2?
I have no idea.
I don't know what he's talking about. We're just going to go straight. Oh, what?
Hudson. Makes sense, please. Alright, straight to Hindustan.
It's interesting, because ActRaiser 1 actually let you save. ActRaiser 2 has a password system.
Huh.
They were too cheap to put in a freaking battery.
That's interesting. What was the company name again?
Quintet.
Quintet. Did you just turn up the volume?
A little bit.
Okay. I just had the computer volume way down, so.
Cool. Alright, practice. Slash.
Slash with the shoot. Oh, what? Nobody told me there was a charge system. Oh, come now.
I think this is the key that we've been waiting for.
Oh, maybe.
And then in addition to walking on mushrooms. Walking on mushrooms.
Oh, and you can down dive too with the sword?
Yeah.
Okay, this is...
Slash.
See, this is
Slash
the reason
everything.
that Hans does better than us in the show, Hudson. It's because he knows, and then he doesn't say anything. He doesn't tell it. The plant.
Hey, no one
From Little
prevented
Shop
you
of
from
Horrors.
playing this game earlier today.
Oh, Audrey 2 is apparently the plant from Little Shop of Horrors that eats people.
Who's Audrey 1 then?
Probably the first try at creating that. I don't know.
Alright. Saving.
Feed me, Seymour. Yes. I remember now. Whoa, what? You have fire for this thing?
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and shield.
Yes!
Of course you're not gonna die.
Beat the
first
boss.
try. Why?
First freaking try.
First try. But you knew things I didn't know. It's not.
Sure I did.
Hans is 100% hacker. I agree.
Oh, that was only...
Ah,
oh,
you got what you
lame.
deserved.
I do. Fucking poison sand. What are you? MP?
MP. Yeah, well, you have magic
I'll
now.
take some...
Mp. Mbop, shabop, bop, mp.
Fucking what?
Demon frog. What? I mean, what did you expect? Of course it was a demon frog. Quicksand? Quicksand.
We're
That
gonna
sand
get
is
it.
quick.
We're gonna get it. I died.
How? Does the sand
No, it's
itself
like
do
poison.
damage?
Yeah, it's poison sand.
It's poison quicksand. This
I don't...
or venomous quicksand? No, it's poisonous.
Wait, so...
Venom comes from animals. Poison comes from...
Yeah, so like a
something
frog
else.
is poisonous, where a snake is venomous.
Right, because if you touch the frog, you will die.
Correct.
But
if
the
a snake
snake
bites
injects
you,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
there
exactly.
we go.
Yep.
Why that's a distinction.
I mean, maybe it made sense back in the day.
Kind of. This level got suddenly much harder. Right.
Welcome
Alright.
to the SNES early generation.
Wait, where do I even go?
Through the thing, dog.
What? I don't even know where to go.
I don't know.
Alright, we're trying again.
Yeah, I think you gotta go in the poison sand.
But that seems unfair.
Agreed. This game. What about Carnage? Carnage is just... I don't know. Carnage is irrelevant. Carnage is not poison or venom.
Oh, what?
Oh my god, you can
What? Some
stand on
bullshit
that?
right there.
Okay, well now we know.
Alright, now we know. Now we know you have to try real hard to do this.
Of course Hans is the brains of the operation. That's how I introduce him. He is our resident expert. There's a reason that I call him the expert. Spider-Man joke.
Look at you, frog. God damn it, frog.
Will you stop making references to shit and then just assuming we're gonna keep up with you? You're out of control right now in chat, alright?
We put him on a timeout.
We could. Let me get my tablet. Ah, fuck. Behave!
Oh my god, these frogs.
If any of my other mods were here, I'd have them ban you.
Alright.
Unfortunately, the other mods... Actually, I think you're a mod, are you not?
Level.
Nobody gets Hudson's jokes, Kappa.
Alright, what is this? What does that do?
Here's an idea. Is it Kappa or Kappa? I've heard people pronounce it Kappa before. Lyric actually pronounces it Kappa. #1 streamer on Twitch pronounces it wrong. It's kind of like the creator of GIF. And Scott cannot defend himself.
Well,
You have mods? What kind of mods? Oh, yeah, mods in the channel.
Alright, we're
Yes.
gonna save here.
Funny enough, one of my mods is Hans, who is here.
Whoa,
One of
whoa,
my
whoa,
mods
oh
is
my
my
God.
brother, who is not here. And I'm not sure if my sister is a mod yet, but she probably should be. So basically, oh, you know, my fiance is a mod. She doesn't watch anymore though. She's got better things
Oh
to
my
do.
god, this is literally the hardest part of the game.
You're doing real good there, bud.
Alright.
Feeling very Canadian when my complimenting of you right now. Jump!
Right.
Oh, you made it!
Alright, we're gonna save.
Okay.
We're saving.
You're about to get shot.
Oh,
You got shot!
There we go.
Did you see when you got shot? Did you see that part?
I did. I tried to block.
Yeah. Duck. Oh, I called it wrong. Sorry.
Oh, I got excited. Oh, oh god. I'm like later tonight gonna have to go home and play one just to get this terrible game out of my mouth. There we go.
So the platforming in this game is pretty rough.
Yeah.
First of all, just general commentary on this game. Okay, crouching does work. The art is really good. The music is
very fantastic.
Yeah. But man, dude, it's so hard. And not hard in like the traditional arcade sense. It's just hard in like it's just
Oh, and now a
ridiculously
freaking
hard.
boss. Great.
Of course.
What?
You just die for no reason.
That's some bullshit right there. Alright, okay, we're here. Alright, we're here.
And at least we have full health now. Okay, so there is a magic system. How are you letting the magic go? Is it just charging?
Yeah, so you
attack
hold
button?
down the attack, and then, like, what you're doing has... Okay,
So you have a
that's fast.
moonwalk. That's good to know. Okay. A moonwalk is a super attack, yeah. Okay, so the health meter on the right is clearly the boss's health.
How the fuck did you get out of here? It's like, I don't even understand this game.
Wow, dude.
Oh, and there's thorns! Oh my god!
That's what was hurting you before, was the thorns.
Yeah.
Alright, so we basically have to stay in the middle.
Well, but, like, you can't even move.
Can you jump?
Oh, okay, I see what you have to do. You just literally, you have to stay... Oh, this is one of the worst games I've ever played. I don't know how people speedrun this.
I'm really happy that you hate this game more than you hated Paperboy.
Yeah, well, no, because, like, Paperboy had, like, nothing going for it.
And more than you hated Sonic.
Yeah. What was this? What are we shooting? Alright, we're just doing that. Alright.
Oh shit, I never posted on Twitter or anything.
That was stupid.
Well, we made it.
That was a stupid level.
Is this, do they allow 2 players?
No.
Okay. We gotta,
We should do a
think about
co-op
that.
game at some point.
Well, we should do that, but we should also, like, take note of co-op games. So when we played Sonic 2, we should have tried to jump another person in there. Although, we don't have another Super... Do we have another Super... Yeah, we do actually have another Super Nintendo controller.
Nice.
Yeah. Star Fox 2, right? No?
Diligence was brought by
Not
the rainfall, released from the cloud, ridden by the demon fatigue. Diligence can now return to life as it once was. Thank you, God. Oh, wait, no, I'm God, so that's my servant.
According to my amazingly
Benefic.
intelligent Twitch, you have 0 viewers. Well, according to my amazing chat application, I have 4 viewers. The freaking Twitch is never right about anything. I actually have been quite less pleased with Twitch than I have about YouTube, to be completely honest, even though most streamers like Twitch way better than they like YouTube. But yeah, Simpsons is actually a good... Simpsons the arcade game, is that the one you're talking about? Because that is an awesome 4-player adventure
yeah.
with basically no flaws. So why would we play it on the show?
Literally every other Simpsons game is a hot piece of garbage.
It is really hard unless you have at least one Homer in there, but it's a good game. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you
Level 2. I'm on Benefic.
It looked like you changed from stone into like.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that in the lore?
Yeah. So in the first one, I'm gonna figure out this jumping mechanic. That's how that works.
Yeah. It like drifts. The landing is the thing that kills you.
All right. There. It is.
Because we are terrible. So it'd be a terrible Gamers Tuesday. Okay. I'd be down. I'd be down with that. So there's water flow. Okay. Noted. That's HP, as I recall.
Oh,
Nice.
I did a thing.
Nice. You can like
Killed
dive
that guy.
sword.
I killed that guy. Killed that guy. Kill him.
I'm really glad we stream in the Really Bad at Games community channel because, or just community, because really we are. If anybody joined the channel and just watched, they'd be like, yeah, this is about right.
You were fulfilling your contract.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. No.
Nope.
Oh, now they're all
look
back.
at all
I hate my life. Alright.
Okay.
I think we need
Can you be on that leaf?
Yeah. Well, the leaf, I think, is too low.
I bet you can. I bet you can. See? That dive.
This is the hardest game. Alright. We're doing it from here.
Alright. Oh, you made it. Okay. Never mind. As usual. As usual, he's right.
Oh, I hate my life. Ugh.
It actually kind of makes me enjoy this a little bit more watching you struggle because normally you just don't struggle nearly as much as we do.
Now, granted, I did not grow up playing this one, so I don't have.
You don't have the acclimation.
Yeah.
The muscle memory. You can charge and do magic
Whoa.
things, can't you? Nice jump.
I thought about it, but I didn't see.
Nice block.
Blocked.
It's that fencing training coming in
Mm-hmm.
handy. Yep. Yep. I know you don't get a shield.
We do not.
You should, though.
You really should.
To be honest. If you were going into combat, would you have a
I
shield?
would absolutely take a shield.
Yeah, see?
Or at least, like, 2 swords. Oh,
Is that why Hudson was suggesting the dagger rule change thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely improve the defensive aspect of Saber.
What about like a baton? Or would the baton even help? Would it just be better to have edges for both weapons?
I mean, in Olympic fencing.
Well, just in real life.
Oh, in real life.
I've never fought with a sword.
You'd want both weapons able to do real damage.
Okay, so a baton is probably out then.
Yeah.
It's more of a defensive weapon. I don't think you can block those, dog.
Well, why do I even have a shield? Why has ActRaiser been lying?
Why do you fight giant snakes? I mean, I don't
I'm
have answers to any of these
literally
questions.
God.
Guess that's true.
I'm not. This is my character.
Well, no, I mean, no, I would never propose that you were in our reality either. But in video games, you're probably the most godlike out of the 3 of us, for sure.
Who speedruns this? I know PJ does, but why does he do it?
God, I have no idea. This is worse
I mean,
than
at
Rocky
least,
and
like,
Bullwinkle.
You know, at least I can understand why he would run Super Ghouls and Ghosts, because that game is, like, actually pretty well designed, other than the slowdown.
You know, honestly, that game wasn't, well, after we passed off the controller to you, it wasn't that terrible last week.
Yeah, and once we, like, save scummed, to, like, there was no more. Oh my god.
Again, we never purport not to be cheaters. Like, that's not something we do. But...
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Super giggity. That was anti-giggity.
This is so stupid.
This game is incredible. This, although, I will give this game this, is watching this from the outside and even playing it the little bit that I did, it does remind me of my Super Nintendo days. It does remind me of those original Super Nintendo games that were rented from Blockbuster, or actually we had Giant Video at the time, but eventually it was Blockbuster, that were just fucking impossible to beat, and you were glad when you took it back to Blockbuster. And then you rented another one that was impossibly hard too. Like this shares a lot of characteristics with a lot of other games that were out around the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, like...
And even the gameplay is it's not super unique looking, to be honest. There's elements of everything else you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's definitely... And that was what's so frustrated me about this game, is they took what was actually made the first one unique, and then basically just kind of turned it into some generic hack and slash. Alright, we're gonna do...
Although, here's the thing about hack and slash games, because hack and slash games almost by nature are generic, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at something like the new Ninja Gaidens, and you look at God of War, and you look at even like Onimusha series, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just generic. Like, you just hack and slash enemies. Most of those are not nearly as hard as this, but I think this is an example of them trying too hard. They tried to make it hack and slash, but also kept other elements of the game that make it just ridiculous.
All right, that's the thing I'm looking for. All right.
Is that dive? That
yeah,
attack?
it's like it's
dive sword.
It's like magical phoenix death dive sword.
But I don't know if you agree. Like it could just be a simple hack and slash.
Well,
but it's not quite.
The problem is it's just not a good one.
Well, there's enemies that you can't kill that constantly come at you, i.e. those things that fly from the ceiling, or just hazards, I guess I'll call them. They're not enemies, but hazards that come from the ceiling. Those things at the bottom. They're very unpredictable. The screen size and your view range is very small. Your sprite is huge compared to the size of the screen, so your hitbox is huge. The thing that we haven't seen from this game that we see from almost every game is lag, which is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, really,
but
it's just
it doesn't really change much.
It's not doing anything that other games haven't done at this point. True. And what it is doing that other games have done, it's doing it poorly. Other than the graphics and music part.
I tend to agree with you. If I were just roaming through my ROMs in my emulator, I mean, if I were roaming through the games that I own and playing them, of course, from a Super Nintendo Entertainment System original, then I wouldn't play this for very long.
No. Yeah, I mean, I would have already gotten frustrated because, I mean, you know, back when it came out, you didn't have anything else, and so you're like, well, I'll suck it up and live through it, you know.
That was so close too.
But like, this is just kind of unnecessarily difficult.
Yeah.
And, like the spawn locations, just
really that
suck.
Was complete bullshit. Yeah, the hitbox is a little too specific. You don't need to be that specific about the shield. If you hold up, it blocks everything above you. Like,
I appreciate your realism. But it is not helping your cause.
It does not improve the experience, no.
And then you get stuck in stupid animation cycles.
That was my complaint, because that stupid dive shit makes you impossible to maneuver.
Alright, we're gonna go back to Phoenix Magic, because that actually did a shit ton of damage.
So, how do you switch to magics?
So it depends on what you're doing. So no, it's just like...
Oh my god, it depends on... Okay, I see. It depends on your character's position.
So if I'm just floating in the air, it's ice magic. If I'm standing, it's fire. If I'm holding up, it's bomb dealy.
That has got to be the worst magic system I've ever seen, actually.
Oh, and I did the wrong one. So I'm trying to do Super Phoenix Dive Magic, because I think it does the most damage.
Okay. I mean, we can see the boss health, so...
Come on.
Bait him.
Oh, God.
This is not easy.
This is a difficult game. We may have to go to Game Genie. We'll see. We'll see where we go.
We haven't gotten that far in a long time. Since Wing Commander, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the last time we had to cheat.
Yep, God mode. And even with God mode, the game was fucking hard. That game was ridiculous. I think, didn't we Game Genie Jurassic Park, but that was just for fun, or did we? No, we actually played that legit.
Yeah, we played that one legit.
Yeah, that's true.
We started finally making progress towards the end of that one.
The other Hudson suggests, why aren't you better at baiting the boss?
I don't. What?
Baiting the boss. You should get better at that.
Well, I'll try.
I think the other Hudson just likes to see his chat on screen, despite the fact that he complains when other streamers have shit like that. As far as he's concerned, everybody should be like Northern Lion.
There we go. I'm doing that. Oh, God damn. Alright, so I need to hold down.
You missed. I'm just letting you know. I don't...
Alright.
Did you saw that, right?
Yeah. What? Why does that happen? I'm holding down the freaking thing.
You're...
Oh, that's some trick bullshit right there.
Okay, well, What if you dove from a little bit farther back into that dive ice thing? that thing.
The problem is you land like, so that's not gonna work. Alright. Now we're gonna try this a couple more times, then we might have to resort to cheating.
I mean, I could try it.
There.
I am pretty much better than you.
It's true.
Right?
You actually might be better at this game.
This is actually the one game where it might actually happen. Although I wasn't that much worse than you at Sonic either.
No, you were better than me at Star Fox, I think.
Ah, that's right, Star Fox. Oh, that's right. I beat Star Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I actually did well in a game. I'm so not used to that on this show.
And then you gotta wait. This is the problem with this boss. Is you just have to wait and stand there and hope.
This snail is a fucking tank. Yeah, I can see that. You also can't hit him because his hitbox is like super specific.
You gotta hope he doesn't, and then you gotta wait for these fucking spiky balls.
He also has like infinite resources, this snail.
Mm-hmm. And why is this a boss? Like, why is the giant snail one of Satan's lieutenants?
That's a good point. Maybe he's a slug. You know, that makes a lot more sense, right?
Oh, I'm not mad. I
You got him.
No.
Ah! You got.
Alright.
You got.
Surrender control.
It's under my control?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's too difficult. I have been vanquished by
you look up
an
cheats.
unnecessarily hard game. I will get on the game duty train.
Alright, let me see what I got here. Holding the thing.
That's fire. You know what I might do? I'm gonna look and see how PJ beats this boss.
Good call.
I'm gonna look up the speed run.
Oh,
Speed.
evasion. The evasion is real. Oh wait, MP gets exhausted, doesn't it? Well, I just used all my MP before the boss, so that was a smart thing for me to do. Kappa.
Alright,
let's
here
reload.
we go. AGDQ 2014. How does he beat the snail boss?
It's a bit of a long time ago. I think a strategy that outdated would really not apply here.
Alright, let's see here. How does... Oh, wait. Alright, how does he beat Skeleton Cloud Guy? I wonder.
This is not Skeleton Cloud Guy we're fighting right now. Can we stay on topic, please? I am currently dying to Snail Boss.
And I have a feeling you'll still be dying to Snail Boss here for a while.
Relax. You're out of control right now.
Alright, why do I not have YouTube's?
I think I should stand here. I should not stand here. That was a terrible strategy. Actually, I think I got it. I don't think I'm going to kill him on this round, but I think...
You got the strat?
I think I got the strat. Oh, whoa. That was not what I predicted would happen there. Okay,
Really?
okay.
Interwebs?
Alright. I am charging up too much. I want to make it from this ledge to that other ledge, but it's just not meant to be.
It's like there's just too many frames of animation for everything.
Yeah, it's like they're trying too hard, to be honest.
Yeah. Connecting to one plus.
Okay, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit... Oh my god. The double jumps are real. Okay.
Alright, to avoid being hit by the boulders, stand on the green platform on the right. Yeah, we're doing that.
Okay. I'm gonna
Point your
do
shield
this.
up.
I'm gonna
Yep.
use the restroom. I'll be
Alright.
right back.
Snail will
Heat
release
is
mines. Stay on the top, blah blah blah. Then hit it a few times with your sword. Avoid being hit by the lasers by jumping. Then point. This is not helpful. Alright, we're gonna go see how a professional does it. We are connected. Why do I not have the internet? YouTube, you're killing me. What's happening? Damn it, YouTube. I don't read it. On my phone. Got correct internet. Sync is draining my battery, that's fine. But I can't play YouTube.
Are you still trying to find tutorials on beating this boss?
I was trying to watch the speedrun, and my internet will not cooperate.
Retro Chair Stream 2017. That's how we do it on KMereNGetSum's channel.
Only the most luxurious and comfortable chairs are good enough for me.
True story. Actually, that chair and this chair are both very comfortable chairs, for the record.
All right, here we go.
I would sleep in either one of these chairs
Snake
and
Boss.
actually have slept in both of these chairs.
He's flying around, jumping. Jumped over Frog. He is much better than us. Oh, he used a magic on that. That's really impressive.
He's talking about me, guys. He's talking about me.
All right, how does he do this? All right.
Oh, the fucking drift. Why does God get all Tokyo Drift when he flies? I'm not Munoz. I'm KMereNGetSum,
Wow,
goddammit.
that was really impressive.
Shut up, you. Nobody asked your opinion.
Wow, he just like slashed the shit out of that guy and actually worked.
Really? Out of this boss?
Yeah.
It didn't work for you.
So he did.
Are you as good as
he
Peter?
did magic bomb thing.
Oh god. I've used 2 magics on him and I have taken him down by 1 health. Where does he slash him?
So all right,
base?
And then he does magic slash down slash. Wow,
Okay.
That's impressive.
So magic slash. Okay.
But he does it, so he takes a bunch of damage hanging out in the corner by those mines.
Okay.
Slash. Oh, but he does like a magic jump air slash. Jesus. Stupid game.
True word. Hey, you know
Anyway,
what?
you know, now we're gonna look up Game Genie cheats.
Alright. No faith. I get it. I get it. Okay, magic jump air slash. You can't block those lasers. I tried to block the lasers once.
Yeah, they're unblockable.
Yeah, clearly. Okay, use that other neutral jump magic thing with the ice and took damage from the ceiling. Silence!
We're gonna mildly cheat.
Oh, mildly.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 mild cheats for this one,
Okay.
assuming we cannot beat the snake boss.
Oh, I can't block this.
We're gonna do infinite magic and protection from ground hazards.
Oh!
I think that'll be enough to just do some, everyday mild cheating.
That's
It's not God mode, so we still actually have to beat stuff.
Okay.
But
I support this decision. I'm
it's
gonna
not
try it after
impossible.
my next try.
all right,
I'm feeling like I might actually have some faith.
are you feeling all right?
Oh my god, fucking hitboxes. I mean, darn hitboxes. Family friendly. You know, Disney Channel and whatnot. Oh, you can change your shield placement. Okay.
Yeah, like
So
even
there's
if
a
this
frame.
boss-
There's a few frames of landing where you can be hit no matter what.
Yeah. Even if this boss weren't so difficult, the fact that you only have about 10 seconds to hit him, and then you have to wait 30 seconds to hit him again, fuck that.
Yeah, it's pretty grindy. It's pretty annoying.
Even Dark Souls isn't this bad.
Agreed.
And how long it takes to fight dudes.
Agreed. And I mean, everybody hates Dark Souls, right?
Alright.
God
Cheat
damn
time.
One more try.
Alright, one more try.
One more try.
One more try, then cheat time.
Yeah, cheaty cheaterton. Up on the 1s and 2s. Oh god. Hold on. That doesn't count. Mulligan. Mullen. Oh, that block. Did you see that? That go smooth shit.
It's a good block.
Yeah.
It's the rest. God, it's such a hard game.
Okay. All right. Haven't taken any damage. Did you see that? Oh, that was just dumb. I could have avoided that. Ground hazards. Man, it sure would be nice to not take any damage from ground hazards.
I don't know if those actually count as ground hazards. They may be enemies. But unlimited magic would be nice.
Unlimited magic would be nice. This is about to be evidenced here. Oh.
It just does so much damage.
And he
It's
runs away like a
3
bit-
freaking hits.
Like a punk. Okay. How do we do this?
Alright.
I always forget. Game Genie?
Cheats. Game Genie, yep.
Okay, how do I cheat?
Enter cheat code.
Yes.
Alright.
Here we go with the axe.
Alright. 3C65
6-5.
CF A8.
CFA8.
Cheat description. Unlimited magic. That magic. Hit add.
Okay.
Alright, hit check. Now, new one.
Enter cheat code.
C2B2.
R2D2.
It's fat little brother.
Okay.
C7D3. This is that ground hazard.
That ground invuln. Okay. Whoops.
Oh, you didn't do it.
I didn't do it because I didn't add. Damn it. Do it again. C2B2?
C2B2.
Mm-hmm.
C7D3.
D3. Nobody important. I'm going to miss you.
Me too.
Hans is going to miss you.
And I only miss my dog and my wife.
Wow. Yeah, he's married. Sorry, nobody. I know you said he was sexy.
Yeah. I mean, no, that's, you can still think I'm sexy. That's cool.
No, I can't now.
Alright.
So now we got to reset, don't I?
You don't have to. You just have to get some magic points.
How do I even know how much magic I have?
It's underneath your life bar.
Oh, okay.
So apparently it's all gone.
Okay. So I have 0% of anything.
Yeah, apparently this cheat only works if you have at least one magical jobber.
Okay. This is entirely frustrating.
I know. And if the enemies did not respawn, it'd be like, alright, I can live with it. Because that's what makes Dark Souls fair. Is if you kill the guy, and as long as you don't die, he doesn't come back. This game is like, no. If you get stuck in a waterfall that pushes you back past the spawn point, they'll respawn.
Oh my god.
Dude! Look at it, it's just like, that's not like new guys, that's the same fucking little froggy frog man. Fucking fish frog.
Okay, Jesus fuck. Alright, we got this. We're gonna go get the health. We're gonna miss the health. What is this?
Whoa. Oh, did you turn off one of the background layers?
Maybe.
Oh, you pressed one. There it is.
Can't do that. Okay. I'm stuck at the edge. Oh, it's because it's a controller issue. Do I have noob for breakfast? Yeah, I do. Okay.
There we go.
Oops. There.
Alright, we got a shot.
Sub-layers off. Interesting.
Yeah. That actually came important. When the first time that Final Fantasy V came over, because it was not ever released in the US, the emulators at the time did not handle shadow effects very well.
Oh. So you had to turn it off?
Yeah, so there were a couple of scenes, specifically in some of the forest, where I could not see my character, so I actually had to turn off one of the background layers so I could see my character. It's quite handy.
Holy balls. Okay. We're gonna save here because that jump is like final boss level hard. Shut up.
Now, you have no magic, so...
Oh my god, we have unlimited magic of none. We have unlimited...
Yeah, we might have to restart the whole level.
We are invulnerable to ground hazards. We are still gonna get... Ah, fine. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We have a strat. Oh, don't say that.
Did you just break the game?
I may have. How do I...
Did you try Alt?
Yeah, I did. There's a button for reset on SNES 9X. Can you look it up? The hotkey for reset? There's a hotkey for it. It's like Shift Tab or something. Actually, if I stand here with the shield, I should be okay. I am not immune to ground hazards. Oh, you can dive on that dude and not take like significant damage.
Oh.
I noticed.
Yeah.
One damage, but did you find it?
So why don't you close this instance and open a new one? See if that fixes it.
It will.
There you go.
But we may have to...
The cheat should still be there. Once you load up the game.
That's the theory. However, not responding is something that I'm not used to. Let's try that again. ActRaiser 2.
We're cheating too hard for your computer.
We only
requires
put in
too
2
many-
Game Genie cheats. What the
Too
fart
many processing
nugget?
powers.
So you broke the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know. All right. Well, we're playing Binding of Isaac now.
Yeah, we could play ActRaiser 1
Let me see.
for a nice comparison about how much better the platforming is in ActRaiser 1.
Why do I have an SNES 8X? I should not even have that.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is. It just showed up in the search when I was looking for SNES 9X. Apparently.
I've literally never heard of it. Oh, it was taken off the.
Google Drive.
A port of SNES 9X to Windows Phone platform.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Games. SNES 9X. I definitely have this installed, and I'm guessing. We're never going to load Chocolate Doom again. That is something we're never going to do again. Actually, we may have to, but we'll see. S. I think I made a mistake. I did.
Oh, putting it with your ROMs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's put a shortcut on the desktop. Done. Okay, good. So now we load the ROM. Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Actually, it's on the desktop. Okay. And we killed it. See you, nobody. And
yeah, apparently this is an unloadable game.
Don't appreciate what you're calling me here. That's not my name. Like that song. That's not my name.
To be fair, it is your Twitch URL.
It is, because Twitch is annoying. Sometimes. I like Twitch. I shouldn't talk shit. All right, fine. You sent me that video on Facebook? Oh, the scratch routine. Holy shit, that's loud. Pretty sick. All right, we got it. Alright, so we're back on ActRaiser 1.
So now, luckily you start off, the graphics are not nearly as good. music is still great.
Oh, it wasn't that loud. Interesting. Should have been super loud.
But luckily we start off with the action portion.
Please create a name for yourself. Fillmore. Yeah, you were right about Fillmore.
So first down.
Press B button to enter any letter you select. Press Y button to cancel. Okay. Press start button once you've created your name. Ano. Whoops. Start. Are you awake?
Oh. I am the angel sent to help you recover your lost strength. This is the demon they call Tanzra / Satan.
Okay. We gotta rekindle people's faith in us. Mind if I try some of that whiskey?
Yeah.
Throw that guy down. Throw that guy down right there. Okay,
So you're gonna scroll down.
So we've got fight, status, other... Fight monsters, select magic. Status of master, status of cities. We've got other.
So like right off the bat, look how like much more complicated this game is than 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it was such a waste that they threw all this away.
Okay, so what do we do?
So go up to the sword.
Okay.
And it fights monsters.
Oh, okay, so there's only...
Sir Arnold, destroy all monsters in this land. People will be able to live here again. Are you ready?
Ah, nice.
May luck be with you.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's fight. Let's fight
Look
monsters.
at that. Mode 7.
Reminds me of Link to the Past. Has similar animations. Smells good. Fillmore, Act 1. Oh, I came from stone again.
Look how fast you move. You're swinging. There's no fly business.
Yeah,
It takes one hit to kill dudes.
There's significantly less bullshit.
Your range is a lot longer. You don't have any magic right now. You get magic later.
Okay, still a limited set of buttons considering this Super Nintendo's capabilities. Can't swing up.
Yeah, you can't swing. So you don't need to because your sword is giant and makes a giant circle around your face.
Trying to speedrun strat this. Say no all clear.
You have to kill that guy.
We have to. Oh, he sticks his little
I
wooden.
think the speedrun would have already beat the boss. That's okay.
Well, they would have beat the boss before I even picked my name, probably, yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna die, huh?
Like, I could never even get the move. Oh man, you did the hard part. That was actually really impressive.
Thank you.
That was a speedrun strat. Alright.
Wow, he stuck his big metal... Dang. I did the speedrun strat.
But I do want you to notice, he only did 1 point of damage to you each time he hit you.
That's good. That's not like the boss
it's
in the
like,
other game.
It's like, hey, here's the first boss. We know you're not ready yet, because you haven't played this game before, so we're going to take it easy on you. You might die, but it's cool.
Oops.
He's only got 2 attacks.
God damn it, I'm supposed to do this. And then
Like, look, as soon as you land, you can make another jump.
Yeah.
And bam, you're already right.
Yeah, the controls in this game are superior. Which is
are.
weird. Why are they superior in the game that came before?
It's so frustrating.
I can't just melee this dude out.
Yeah, if you can get behind him when the battle starts, you can.
Okay. I should be saving and stuff. I should be doing things that make sense to do. I'm not doing those things. Okay. That did not make sense. Even jumping and moving is easier.
Yeah, no, it's just... This is just a much better designed game. And it's such a shame because ActRaiser 2 had some cool ideas, like, you know, the jumping and the gliding. Like, that was kind of a cool idea. It was just really poorly executed.
Let's do this.
The fact that you could swing and attack a bunch of different sides and angles and whatnot, that was pretty cool. The graphics were really, really good. But man, it's just the gameplay was so frustrating. And
It
insane.
really wasn't
like, this
worth
game,
it, to be honest.
No. I mean, like, I have the advantage that I played this game a million times. But I've never been frustrated by the combat in this game. Like, if I die, I know it was my fault.
Yeah, it's way easier.
It wasn't because that, like, how the fuck am I supposed to avoid that bullshit you just said?
It is not deep, or it's not as deep,
No,
but it is more manageable.
Yeah, ultimately, it suffers from the fact that since there's 2 completely separate game modes, they both suffer by being a little shallow.
Yeah.
But they're both done really well.
I mean, you brought up a point the other day, like, Super Mario is shallow.
Yeah, it is.
You just move right, and you get there before the time runs out. Like, that's all you do.
The original Super Mario Brothers does not have a whole lot of innovation going level to level.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the wind later, you get water levels. You don't get any new power-ups. You see every power-up you ever get in the first level.
But the innovation comes in the levels. It doesn't come in the gameplay. It doesn't come in like
Correct.
It's just is what it is, and
Well,
you've got to accept that.
Yeah, what makes the original Super Mario Brothers great is the level design and the controls are so good that it's still fun to play. But games like Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World are better than Super Mario Bros. 1 on basically every quantifiable level.
Right. Right. As opposed to this game, which is definitely, like, I would argue the first one is actually more fun to play than the second one.
Oh yeah, no, I would much rather play 1.
I should definitely not be doing what I'm doing.
No, like 1, for me, 1 is so much more fun than 2.
I'm already having a way better time than I was having before. So
Yeah, and like you haven't even gotten to the second half of the game.
Which is
the city
whole
building.
like city building stuff. Yeah. That's okay. We only lost 1 health. So I gotta get behind him fast. Not like that though.
It's really hard.
I think it probably is. Here, I can do it at the boss fight probably. Actually. So turn around, wait for him to jump. Okay, we'll just. Bye.
Once you beat this game, it actually does unlock the professional mode, which is just all the stages, like the platforming stages played one by one. Nice.
Got him.
All right, lost.
Now we got the right save scum. Okay, it stops. Can I just hack and slash this?
So I mean, like bosses take a lot longer to die than you're gonna die. Oh my god, you!
Yeah! I knew it, I had faith!
1 health.
I had faith!
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Oh man. I don't know why I wiped my hat off, because that's where sweat comes from. Okay, so does this take me into city building mode now? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I get to experience the second half of the game already.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the theme.
So like, what's really cool about this mode right here, especially in comparison to ActRaiser 2, is you cannot lose in this part of the game.
Oh, nice.
Like, there is no lose condition here. It simply will delay you forever. Basically because your little angel is immortal. He's an angel. He can never die.
Okay.
And eventually monsters can destroy your city, but they'll just rebuild. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm just reading it really fast. AKA not really reading it that much.
So this right here is where especially the speed run gets really, really interesting. Because you have a lot of choices you can make here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not go right and kill the boss. It's like, you have to build your city out.
Okay, so we need to build a road. That's what they told me to do.
So, go up
should
to
I do
the
that?
dude. No, not that. No, there you go. That one right there. Ooh, that one.
Building direction. And which
And you want to go to that little blue thing up to the left. Up.
So I want them to build all the way here?
There you go.
So they're just going to build all the way to there?
Correct.
And that's a monster circle?
That is a monster layer, and they will seal the layer for you. Right now, you are just going to shoot the monsters until they seal it.
Oh, I can shoot. Nice. So should I just sit here and shoot?
Yeah. Now, if you lose all your life, you'll be unable to shoot for a little while until you have a city building thing. And what just happened right there was a building cycle. You did not have any souls to have a building cycle. You only get souls by killing monsters. So the first cycle hit before you had any souls, which is not a big deal.
But it shouldn't. Like, it would be faster if...
So now they're going there. Basically, all the people in the land... Yeah, basically all the people in the land were turned into monsters.
Okay.
So by killing the monsters, they get turned back into people.
So these things are gonna attack the city?
Correct. The bats
Which is here, right?
Yeah. No, that's your main castle.
Okay, so they're not gonna...
Which is invulnerable.
Oh, okay.
The bats will take people out of the little houses. And the little blue guys will destroy houses.
Okay.
And so they are sealing a lair. So you no longer have to worry about those bats.
So I shouldn't shoot them anymore?
No, I mean, but you still do. But, like, that layer will no longer produce new bats.
Oh, new bats. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there they go. So should I seal the other one over to the right? Nice. This game is arguably more fun than the other one.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, so direct the people building direction. Which direction should they build? Oh, it takes you automatically back there. Okay, so that's a speedrun strat, clearly. Okay.
So you can actually, like, hover over it and press a button and it will tell you how many bats are left in there. So you, and I've only done this once because it takes a million years, you can actually sit over a layer and destroy the monsters one by one until the layer is empty.
Kind of like this thing?
You can sit there and do that, but it's much quicker to have the people do it.
Jukes, the jukes.
People in Fillmore have something to tell you.
Oh, they have something to tell me. Okay, recently strange things have been happening. Many of my thoughts actually come to life in the real world. Uh-oh. So what determines when the story things happen when you're in this mode? Like, just time passes? Or
time
what?
passes, you build on certain tiles, you remove certain layers.
I can do, like,
all you can do right now
natural disasters?
Yep, you can.
Should I?
So you actually, so those green bushes, you have to clear with lightning.
Cool. Oh, they're called miracles.
You can destroy houses, fields, rocks, palm trees, and bushes. Please show us where to use a lightning bolt.
Neat. Okay.
So that gives you more land to build for your people.
Cool.
Oh, that dude just destroyed a house.
So do they have to rebuild it then? Or?
Yep, they'll rebuild
Okay,
it.
so... But that takes them time before they can construct the next thing, right?
Yeah, so they can only go one square beyond where they built.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
But they can...
So would that have delayed the time or not?
No, that won't delay a time. What it will delay, though, is your level.
Oh.
Your level is based on your population.
Oh, so if they killed the houses.
Yeah. And it's important in a speedrun perspective. It's not important at all in casual. But in a speedrun perspective, it's important because a lot of the later areas are gated off by what level you are. So, like, you can't even go to some of the later levels until you're level 8, 10, whatever.
Okay. So what determines when I can do the next platforming section? Or is it just time?
So you have to seal all the monster layers.
Oh, okay. So I have to...
Something to tell you.
Okay, what do they have to tell me?
Fire has broken out at home in the north. Please send rain to quench the fire.
Oh, so I have to go do a miracle.
Yep.
And being God is rough, dude.
It's a lot of work.
How do I... Okay. Miracles, rain.
There you go.
Crops will grow. Oh, so if I have fields. Okay, cool.
Yep. And there is a later monster that can dry out fields.
Oh, Jesus. I
Go
need
down,
this
go
in
down.
like 4
No,
things.
it's only the one with fire.
Oh, the...
Oh, and now you have no magic.
Oh, no.
The house gonna burn down.
How did I know? Oh, SP? Oh. That sucks.
Yeah.
How do I get magic back? I just gotta wait? Oh,
Every build cycle gives you magic. I think also killing dudes gives you magic.
good. Okay, there we go. I just pressed the wrong button. Ah, no! No! Oh,
Yeah, you got no magic.
I ain't got no health. Got him. Okay, cool. Ah, got him.
Yeah, each bat is worth 1. I think the blue dragons are worth 2 or 3.
No wonder you wanted to speedrun this game. This is a fun game.
It's a really fun game.
How did they fuck this
fire's
everyone
over.
up so bad?
Yeah, I know. You saved the dudes. Alright, so now you need to
like
redirect your
Galaga.
people.
My character is a cherub, I think.
Correct, Ed.
Am I a cherub?
You can't shoot no more.
I will here in a second. I'll get the health back. I have faith. Doesn't faith work on gods?
People.
Don't say that anything is naked on Twitch.
There's
That's
a
not
big
I'm gonna
rock
get banned. Oh,
Below the precipice southeast of here, something may be buried there.
use your powerful lightning to destroy this rock. I don't have any magic. Oh yeah, I do. I have.
You can get 45, buddy.
Okay. Oh, I didn't seal this. I'm letting my people down. Lightning. Okay.
See that rock to the upper right of you?
I clearly canceled the menu. I want to speed the menus. You can't speed them, can you?
You can turn down text speed, or you can turn up text speed.
So where's the rock?
That one. Oh, right. That one. They're destroying your town.
I can't shoot anyway, so what does it matter?
Sure. Something that may be very useful. Your people have something to tell you.
Okay.
Near the precipice, to the southeast. We present it to you as an offering. Please accept it.
I want to shoot now.
What's really cool is like you can go through these city building sections and
I can
just
shoot again.
clear all the layers and like just go on with the game. But there's a lot of little secrets that you can find. Like there's new magic scrolls. You can get more lives for your combat things. You can get new magic for your magic things.
Seems that way. Where? Oh, they fly back to their last. Yeah. Speed on strats. Oh, and you have to actually go.
Yeah, you have to actually go.
Interesting. Oh, so I have to kill that shit before I can go to that. Okay. What?
It's a timer.
Oh. Okay, so I need lightning.
Yeah.
So I need to clear the trees from here. Right here. And then I need to do the building path for...
So what you should do first is go over to the right.
Okay.
And clear those 2 blocks of bushes. And develop down there, because there's a magic scroll down there.
Look at you all knowledgeable.
I've played this game like 40 times.
So when you were training to speedrun this, were you doing just runs front to back, or were you doing save states throughout the game?
I was doing
on sections.
I was doing runs front to back, just because I didn't really spend that much time with it.
Yeah.
There were a couple areas, like specific platforming levels, I needed to practice that were really hard. Wait, redirect your people.
Yeah, where to?
To the right, to the place you just last cleared. Nope.
You said to the left.
You gotta go to the path. It's open.
Okay, so down here.
One more down.
So can I start? Why?
You can't do anything while they're constructing.
So what are they doing? Rebuilding that section of town or what?
So every build cycle.
Sorry, they're building here. Okay.
Yeah, every build cycle they will build a certain number of houses, depending on how many souls are available, up to like a max cap.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
now you need to redirect them one more south.
Okay, so once
Because it's going to stop where you are. So what you can do, you can give them, so go down, now
Here.
go back up, left, and down. Left one more, left one more, down. So what it'll do, it'll give them future advance advice. So you can go right, say go here first, and then go back up, and then go back down.
say that again. So I had them clear here.
So the move command is like a series of, it's like a series of orders.
Right.
So they'll go down here first, and then they'll go back up. They'll
because
follow
I moved
exactly
over.
where you moved.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that I didn't know. Okay, I gotcha. So they follow your movement path, which is why there's a timer on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the scroll you were talking about.
All right. So now, while
Can
you're
I
waiting,
seal the thing or no?
open up your menu.
Menu.
Go down. Go down. Go down. All right. So this is the offerings. So go to take an offering.
Okay.
This is another important component of this game. So these are items that they're going to give to you.
A bomb, a source of magic, or a magical fire. What should I take?
You take all of them.
Oh,
All flying monsters will be destroyed.
nice. So I'll just keep hitting it.
You got another MP, that's good.
Okay.
And this is your first magic spell. It's not very great, but...
For the platforming section? Okay.
Alright, once you go back to your game, open up the menu again. Go all the way down to the bottom. Message speed. 0.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh, hey.
Now shoot some blue dudes. Oh, actually, wait. Direct your people all the way down to the south.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking I should try to do that.
Yeah.
To the monster thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I go like that, right?
There you go.
So they'll go straight down and
Yeah,
over?
they will eventually go. So in the meantime, your whole goal is to shoot monsters.
Okay. I'm doing a poor job at this, FYI. In case you have not noticed, I'm doing a poor job. My level increased. Population 400. So the population is in the top right, obviously. Correct. So I've got 228. Okay.
So that one, like, that is an event that is guaranteed to happen because it depends on getting near the ocean, pretty much.
Okay, so I wanted to shoot arrows on either side of that guy without hitting him.
Yeah, that is a pro strat right there.
Yeah. Speedrun strats, yeah.
So one of like kind of the min-maxy things you do in this game while you're playing it casually is trying to get the highest population you can.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing you may notice if you go back into your town, you'll notice some of your buildings look like they're made out of wood, and others look like they're made out of like mud and grass.
Mm-hmm.
Each of those buildings can support different amounts of people.
Oh, interesting.
So later, you come back, and you basically destroy the entire town with an earthquake spell, because the maximum level can hold a ton of people. So that can max out your population.
You need to have them rebuild a town with better...
Pretty much. You're like, fuck
where's
you.
the pause button? Well, I mean, the game pauses itself quite often. That's actually a good point, though. It's start, I think. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So we're moving around. Well, after the dialogue stops. New skill.
You can build bridges.
Oh, nice.
So now they can go...
So now I can go over to that one.
Yep. So that's the next place you need to go.
Okay, so it's start. Bam. So we need to... Should I... Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to start here. Should I lightning these trees, or will I be fine?
Yeah, you can lightning.
Okay, so lightning my trees.
Later, there is a monster that will lightning, or that will earthquake your entire town. It's rough.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's just a giant floating skull. It's like actually legitimately scary.
Okay, so then oh, I see. I want him to go up here, there. Okay.
And so, like, another one of the kind of min-maxy things to do when you're playing it casually is to hit every single possible square you can with the movement. Because they won't build there unless you tell them to.
Right.
Because they're dumb.
So the route that I took to get there, was that a good route, or should I have picked a different route?
I mean, it depends on what you're going for. If you're going for, like, efficiency, it was okay, but if you're going for maximum map coverage, no.
Yeah, because I wanted these.
Because, yeah, so basically everything down to the south of you right now is an empty square. And those two right there are empty. There's some bushes there that you can lightning.
Should I lightning them now, or should I just kind of lay cover fire?
That's you know how long are we gonna play this game? It really doesn't matter.
It's true story. Probably not that much longer. I do want to get to the next platform section.
Yeah, that would be a good breaking time.
Yeah. We grab some chips, eat some chips and sauce. Okay, so there's...
So when they say that the civilization level has improved, that means they get a better type of house.
Okay.
And every city stage has 2 of them.
Something strange has been happening. He's been having the same nightmare every night. A gruesome monster, Minotaurus, appears through a big hole to the southeast.
Hey, that's the next boss. What a coincidence.
Fun. He says he will curse the people with death.
It's not really a death. That's not really a curse.
Yeah, it's just kind of
going to kill you guys.
Death, yeah.
Alright, so now, open up your menu. Go up on the top menu. Return to the Sky Palace.
Interesting.
Right now, go down. Wait, up. Right twice. Select magic.
Okay.
Magical fire.
Oh.
There we go.
Ah.
Oh, wait. So, do that.
Right.
Go back down to your city, so go up to the top. Right one more. There you
Observe the people.
go. Open up your menu.
Yes.
Go to offerings.
Yep.
Take an offering.
Okay.
take all those offerings.
Oh, they're offering me things. What determines if they're going to offer you something? Does it just happen through the course of the game? Okay.
Yeah, every time you clear a layer, you will either get a civilization level or either a bomb or an arrow.
Okay. So at this point, I go back to Sky Palace.
Yep.
Okay.
And go down to the sword.
And then 5 monsters.
5 monsters. So
do I not need to select? Okay.
Right, select.
Okay.
So what we did is we went down there to get another magical point. So you can cast your fire magic twice.
Along with 2 other things. 2 other offerings, yeah?
Yeah, the other offerings were simulation mode offerings.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so how do I cast? Okay, that answers that question.
So you only got 1 left.
Oh, it's a... Wow, okay, so really you only get 1 use. Is there anything you can find that'll recharge it?
So you can find scrolls that will give you 1 more per scroll.
Okay, you can duck. That's good. The platforming is definitely simpler in this in the first one.
Yeah.
It is just more manageable though.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's a lot more responsive. There's none of that stupid floaty bullshit.
Yeah. Which could be really interesting. They're just not pulling it off.
Yeah, no, they definitely weren't into.
I mean, this seems pretty linear. I feel like I'm going the right way.
Some of the levels actually give you some options.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
You cannot. There's not like a wrong way though.
I mean, back the way you came was probably the wrong way. Much testing that. I don't know what happened. Suddenly we just spawned right back in from the beginning of that. It's weird.
Wacky.
It's wacky. Alright. I need to get all that. Alright. So I'm not going to use my magic right away this time. This time I was exploring to the left.
There's nothing to the left, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spikes. Spikes McGrikes. Should have just stood still. Come on. Alright, this time...
I don't even know this is back there.
Apparently I was able to refill my health.
By the magic of an apple.
Oh god.
Yeah, so this was like a part right here that I had to practice a lot.
Okay. Whoops, that was a mistake. Yikes. I can see how you would have to practice this. His flight path is not what I would expect it to be.
You got a 1-up. So you're using save states, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. That helps me a lot right now, folks.
Dead.
We not dead. We not dead. We alive. Okay. Here, die, duck, die. Ah! How do you not die, please? How does she not die? Okay. We're not gonna go to the apple. Oh, you spiky piece of...
This whole section right here, I've never been able to do it correctly.
Okay, so I've got 2 health, which is less health than I want. You don't have a double jump in this version of the game. I was counting on that double jump. Forgot. You don't have it in
just single.
In ActRaiser 1. Okay. Confirmed. Also, the sprite despawn distance is farther than I would expect for SNES, for especially this age of SNES.
Yeah.
Sprites stay on the screen for a long time. Okay. Oh, god damn it. They really do put the enemies just in the wrong spot, don't they? Okay, let's just go up. Up was a mistake. I met a dinosaur who is also a very good swordsman. Is that normal? Is that supposed to happen?
Sorry, say that again.
I met a dinosaur who is also a very good swordsman.
Oh yes, he is the mini boss. He's very small.
I'm glad there's so many bosses in this game.
Well, he's just not very challenging.
Yeah. Okay, wait, come here. Okay, so I'm down here now. Oh, I could have killed that. That was a mistake. Oh, I was so close to optimal on that. I know what I need to do.
Just go up. Just go
Yeah,
up. Ignore everybody.
And there's the dinosaur. There's the good swordsman.
You gotta kill him. No, waste management on him.
Didn't look like a waste to me. This doesn't look like accurate. Yeah, it is. Is it? So, Guya Ke Anon. We started with ActRaiser 2, and we got to a point at which we wanted to compare it to ActRaiser 1. So we are now comparing it to ActRaiser 1.
ActRaiser 2 was pretty damn terrible.
It was pretty garbage. Guy. Gui? Gee?
Guy a cannon.
I mean, it's Guy if it's Canadian, so we don't know where he's from, in fairness.
Well, but he's saying...
Correct my
He
pronunciation.
should still be saying Guy, because we don't get pronunciation.
That's what I'm saying.
Guy, yeah. Unless he's using the IPA.
So our Canadian friend... Our Canadian friend Guy says that it's...
No, I think he would have said Guy A. Then he would have known, so he's probably actually Guy. Or he would have said Guy A. No, because do the Montreal say A?
Oh, good question.
Man.
Yeah, one is a classic.
One is actually
which is actually
much
the
better than
point.
two.
It is the reason that we are actually playing it right now is because we basically concluded that ActRaiser 2 made some big mistakes.
Two is a hot pile of garbage.
And the reason that we're really coming back to ActRaiser 1 is that ActRaiser 1 was actually really fun.
Yeah.
I'm playing it right now, and I'm having a lot more fun than I was having with ActRaiser 2.
We're making actual progress. The music is better. Even though it was the same guy, like, I think he did a better job with the music.
The music is really good.
It's broken up by the cool city building stages.
You know what's really weird about the music is it's reminding me of Final Fantasy 7 on this stage, actually.
Yeah?
It's reminding me of the
Final
video
Fantasy
game,
7.
yeah. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I never played a lot of ActRaiser 1. You probably didn't. You probably missed the part where we were talking about Hans back here has actually speedrun this game before.
Not well.
So he's got.
Wait, I got it under 2 hours.
Well, we're not as irrelevant, but basically, we have experience with the game. Is basically, or he has experience with the game, and I have less experience with the game. And so.
Alright, slash. Move to the right, slash.
I was trying to jump over that.
Move to the left, slash. Oh my god, you're not gonna make it.
No, I'll make it.
Again!
Again with the 1 HP.
Bosses 1 HP.
Bosses
Well
cannot
done.
stand me.
Well done.
This is my record in Isaac too. Like, I always suck during the actual floor itself, but bosses, I pull it out and make it happen. That is what he said. About his penis. Face tank. Yeah, no, I mean, it works.
That's the actual official strap for this boss, is face tank.
Is it? Okay. So, anyways, we're back to basically same gameplay again. So let's kind of summarize.
Yeah.
And I like this song playing in the background anyway because it's recognizable and fun. Let's just take a minute to appreciate it.
There it is. This isn't even the best song in the game. We're actually... No, wait. We should... Alright, let's go to the next stage.
Okay.
And hear the best song in the game.
Can we do it now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Luckily, we've unlocked the best song in the game. So, exit this.
Yep, which is B. Well, I have to wait until...
you gotta wait till they construct.
Pardon me? Oh, new houses, you're right. Okay, I see.
Alright, press...
Okay,
so
now I
Sky
go
Palace
to...
movement, go up.
Sky Palace?
Nope. Go one more right. There you go. Sky Palace movement.
Okay.
You're gonna go left over to Blood Pool, which is named because of obvious reasons.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a pool of blood.
Go down.
Down.
And fight monsters.
Okay, so we're just gonna listen to the music now?
So keep hit the thing again.
Oh.
Now we're gonna listen.
May luck be with us.
So our local video game metal band, Descendants of Erdrick, have a ActRaiser song, and unfortunately they don't cover the song, and I was super sad to hear that.
Oh, bummer. I'm turning it up for us. You can probably hear it fine on stream. I'll turn it up on stream too. Fuck it. Hold on. There we go.
It's got a very John Williams kind of like Star Wars-y xylophone thing going on.
Yeah. It almost feels Star Wars, yeah, for sure. Like it kind of goes down and up, and then and then down and up.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my favorite song. Actually, there's another one later on that's very good that'll take us at least an hour to get to. But
Soul Blazer tonight.
Soul Blazer.
You were talking about Soul Blazer earlier.
Yeah.
So Soul Blazer, same makers as this, yeah?
Yeah, Soul Blazer is fantastic. It's one of my favorite games. I play it at least once every couple of years.
Yeah, Danny Elfman, kind of, yeah. Except Danny Elfman, not as good as John Williams. Just
which Family Guy does make fun of. After in the Star Wars episode, they killed John Williams. Like, oh, now we have Danny Elfman. Who did do the Simpsons theme and was actually a really good composer.
Yeah. I actually saw it locally here. This is a good theme. Let's go die real quick. Because this one is this is a theme you need to listen to. Can I go back up to the...
You have to die a bunch. You just die like 3 more times.
It's not as good, but this is more Danny than John. I don't know, man.
There you go.
So now I go back to my city, which is right here.
Observe the people. And later, you do get a new Observe the People song once you discover music.
Okay, so we're back to this. So, whoops, let's go back to, I forget where I was. I think it was here. So, overall, ActRaiser 2, really not that enjoyable of a game, to be honest.
No.
And the first game was so good.
No.
And that's the problem. So,
I want to know...
Platforming and overworld.
Yeah.
Is there still the elements in ActRaiser 2 of the overworld stuff?
No, there's not even a bit.
So it's all platforming?
It's just platforming.
Okay, so they did... So here's some things they did well. So they improved the graphics. The graphics were fun.
Graphics
Stuff
are
was
much better.
interesting,
The graphics are much better, though. I'll give them credit for that.
The character looked interesting.
Yeah.
All the enemies actually looked interesting, the ones we saw.
Yeah.
The backgrounds, the levels,
yeah, the
it
bosses,
all looked good.
The bosses are visually more interesting. The combat is deeper, even though it's worse.
Yeah, you've got like angles of attack and defense and all that
it's
stuff.
executed very poorly.
Yeah.
The character moves real slow.
The game was too hard.
Every
which is
monster,
every game in this era.
Every monster moves faster than you do.
That's a good point. I didn't even look at it that way. Yeah, and you have such a limited magic too, like and very little ability to recharge it.
In one, you have even more limited magic, but you don't need it. Like I feel like in ActRaiser 2, magic is required to beat the bosses unless you're really good.
Right.
When ActRaiser 1, other than a few bosses, you can like that first boss, you didn't have magic, and he wasn't really that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What else? Music was good in both games.
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Yeah.
No surprise. Sound effects were great. And
more iconic from the first game, but probably more just because it was a more popular game.
Quintet has a funny tradition of sharing the sound effects between all the games. So you will hear the same sound effects in Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma, Soul Blazer, ActRaiser.
Huh.
The sound when you hit an enemy and it doesn't do any damage is the same in all 4 of those games.
It's like a ding sound or something like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Soul Blazer has the exact same health gauge. It literally looks exactly the same. It's those blue little squares.
Okay.
Illusion of Gaia and ActRaiser 2 share the same health gauge.
I mean, why fix it if it ain't broke?
Yeah. Terranigma went to numbers. They no longer went to blue squares or orange circles.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's kind of some funny quirks to Quintet games. Robot Trek was a little different than all of them because it was really a pure RPG.
Yeah. I loved that game.
It was a very fun game.
Back in the day. You recently went back and played it, yeah?
I have not. I've been
thought you
meaning
did.
to. Yeah.
Forget who that was.
And again, it's another game that PJ speedruns. Seems to be a theme.
Yeah, I watched part of his speedrun at AGDQ earlier this year because it was there. Yeah. And I need to watch the rest of it because that game was so important for me, like in my life.
The music on that game was great.
I just loved how silly it was.
Yeah. Well, in Japanese,
silly game.
in Japan, it was called Slapstick.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. But like the crafting system was so unique to me, and I'm sure there were other games that were doing something similar, but at the time, but
it was incredibly deep. The combat system was really, really deep. It was unfortunately hobbled by kind of a lame, very poorly translated story.
Yeah, it was not a good translation.
Yeah, but the music, the gameplay was really great.
Yeah, even some sprites get shared apparently, says Guy.
Yeah. The final boss for ActRaiser. No, the final boss, or no, a boss in Soul Blazer shows up for Illusion of Gaia.
Nah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Guy, what is your experience with ActRaiser was run at SGDQ 16 and 17? Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, we know that it was at 17 because it was PJ again, yeah?
No, Stravaris.
Oh, Stravaris.
Yeah, Stravaris runs 1, PJ runs 2 for unknown reasons because it's a goddamn terrible game.
It's such a terrible game. 16 was pro mode. I'll have to go check it out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 16 was just the pro mode. That's why I didn't really care because it wasn't the entire run.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll have to check them both out. Actually, this is a run I haven't watched because I never played this as a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what's your experience, Guy, with ActRaiser? Are you a speedrunner? Do you obviously you watch speedruns, but do you just like the game? Or what is your connection with ActRaiser? I'm curious. And in the meantime, anything else? So we got the weaknesses of ActRaiser 2 being platforming only, took away some of the fun top-down aspect. The music, it was good. The platforming was too complicated and too hard. And what else?
It's just, for me, really...
It didn't do enough to justify being too hard either. Some games that are just really fucking hard are still very interesting. Well, and you were saying Dark Souls.
Yeah, no, they're hard, but they're fair.
Yeah.
So the game we played last week was Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That was a hard fucking game.
Truth.
But it was fair. And your character had tools and responses to every situation it was in. This game, I didn't feel like your character had an answer to most of the situations.
Yeah, it was more non-specific.
Yeah.
The magic didn't have a specific usage. You didn't really know when you were supposed to use it. There was no tutorial on how to use it.
The bosses were extraordinarily difficult. Like in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the bosses were pretty easy in comparison to the levels. Where it was kind of the flip in ActRaiser 2, where the bosses were extraordinarily difficult, and it was very kind of a resource-limited thing, where if you used all your magic and then died, you didn't get to get your magic back. Your magic was gone. And that was a design decision that was very popular in Super Nintendo. And even I remember this in the first Onimusha game, that if you used all your healing items before a boss, died, respawned, all your healing items would be gone.
Oh.
And it was like, no, that's really shitty. Why is that an option?
Then you kind of just get trapped there.
Yeah, so, and this one does it as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you use all your magic on a boss, die, all your magic's gone. Which was a really kind of annoying part about playing this as a kid. So, you had to get there with all of your magic to the boss and then use it. And then later in this game, there's a boss rush, and so you really have to be very picky about your magic usage.
In 1 or in 2?
In 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I never got the fucking boss rush in 2.
Jeez.
The game's way too hard. But no, and Dark Souls has difficulty right, and we talk about it a lot because we've played a lot of really hard games, and Dark Souls does difficulty correctly.
Yeah.
Where it's the Dark Souls or the difficulty in Dark Souls. Demon's Crest is a great game. We played the predecessor, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, last week.
Yes, we did. Which is probably why you made that comment.
Yeah. Dark Souls does difficulty correctly in that it's determinate. Everything you do in Dark Souls, the enemies respond the same way. I mean, there's maybe a little bit RNG in their attack patterns, but if you kill a guy,
pretty limited, yeah.
He's gone. And if you die and he respawns, he's going to be in the same place. He's going to respond to the exact same trigger every single time. And he has the same attack patterns that are really slow and telegraphed.
Mm-hmm.
They're just extraordinarily punishing. Where, in ActRaiser 2, you don't really have the tool set to respond to the enemies each time. Because they keep respawning. Even if you kill him and you get knocked back a screen, you come back, oh, he's there again. Like on that stupid waterfall we were at.
Yeah, and it was really weird, too, because the persistence of the off-screen despawn was...
Yeah.
It was a weird range that you're not used to from any other game.
I mean, that was kind of a NES problem, but Super NES usually didn't have that problem, where if you went off-screen a little bit, they would immediately respawn.
Yeah. I mean, a good example of that done really more interestingly, where you can, as a player, exploit it, was Earthbound.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go off the screen, you know kind of where the line is where they're going to despawn, and you can kind of retool the area you're about to go to. Very Capcom-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that's Demon's Crest, probably?
Yeah. Demon's Crest was... Demon's Crest? Oh, Capcom.
Yeah.
Demon's Crest is a great game.
We'll have to check that out.
Crest,
I mean, it's not a terrible game, so...
No. Demon's Crest did right everything that ActRaiser 2 did wrong.
Oh, that would actually be good, then, like, follow-up to this episode. Yeah.
No, Demon's Crest is actually a really good game.
So there
Very underrated game. It's fantastic.
There are a series, and just so you know, there are a series of episodes that we should probably do that are like follow-ups to a lot of games that we've played so far. Mm-hmm. So we've played, games that were in sort of the Doom series that did it poorly, that we'd probably, or not Doom series, but that were similar to Doom.
Yeah.
And Heretic, right?
Heretic,
and we've played games that did... Wing Commander did, its thing poorly.
Free Space 2.
Yeah, exactly. Jumping Flash did a lot of stuff poorly.
To be fair, no one has done Jumping Flash. That is still...
It's a freeform platformer, though, that's not really combat-based, and we could find a good one that's like that. It's not really action platform, 3D action platform. It's not quite a Banjo-Kazooie, but it's like the generation before something like that, you know? So
yeah, I mean, Wing Commander, there's very good executions of that. Obviously Heretic, there's very good executions of that.
Yeah.
ActRaiser 2, the first game was a very good execution of that. Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously Mario was much better.
We could also do episodes of things where they corrected issues. So in Sonic 1, I mean, Sonic 2 was better, and the future Sonics were somewhat better. And then Pilot Wings 64 was definitely better than Pilot Wings, the original.
Yeah.
Things like that we could definitely do as well. So, I mean, you're watching right now. If you want to see that, definitely. I mean, follow on Twitch and suggest it. I'd love to see what you want to see and do what you guys want to view. So, anything else? ActRaiser 1 and 2.
Go play ActRaiser 1 if you haven't. Skip to play TerraEnigma if you haven't. It's fantastic. Play RoboTruck if you haven't.
TerraEnigma I'll have to check out.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I've never even heard of it.
TerraEnigma is quintets. What is it closest to? I'm trying to think. Maybe Link to the Past.
Oh wow!
Without the very specific use item mechanics.
Yeah. That's very high praise.
Yeah. The animation, the music, the story, TerraEnigma is really good, and it's one of those things that, like, I didn't discover it till I was much older, but I know had I seen it when I was a kid, I would have really enjoyed it. So.
TerraEnigma. I don't even know how to spell it. Oh, here it is, right here.
Terra, N-I-G-M-A.
Well, assuming this will never get played on stream, I may actually play it after the show's over, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Depends on if I'm able to stick around. No NTSC release.
He is correct. It was only PAL. Well, to be fair, Japan was NTSC. So Japan did get an actual NTSC. It's just in Japanese. We did not get a Japanese... we did not get an English NTSC. We got a PAL English.
Oh, it's because there's two instances. 3 instances.
Wow, you were opening up.
I am SNES
4.
9X all over the place.
There it is.
And this is probably what you expected to see. Is this right?
Yeah.
Is this the game? This is not ActRaiser 2,
This is,
clearly.
yeah, this is definitely... So this shares a lot of interface design with Illusion of Gaia and ActRaiser 2.
It definitely feels a little Robo-Trekky too, actually.
Yeah.
A little.
You can kind of tell the Quintet era
Yeah.
based on their interface design.
There's
ActRaiser, Soul Blazer were kind of in their own era. And then after that, once Illusion of Gaia hit, they kind of moved on to the second level of interface design.
So is this an RPG?
This is an action RPG.
Okay. Alright. Kind of just want to very briefly see. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. Definitely feels RPG-y.
Yep, lots of text.
Alright. Well, with that teaser, we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight for Terrible Game Tuesday. But anyways, I think ActRaiser 2 may actually hit my bar for being terrible.
It frustrated, that's the first game that we've played that has made me angry. Even Sonic, I'm like, Sonic I can live with.
You're just not an angry guy, too.
No,
Like, if you guys know Hans, he's really just not an angry dude.
Yeah, it was just frustrating, with just really poor gameplay decisions. For whatever reason, I think PJ said this was his favorite game, and I don't know why.
That is ridiculous. I can't relate.
It must be nostalgia. It must be because him and his brother played a lot when he was a kid. But man, it's terrible.
I vote terrible as well. If Hudson was here, I guarantee he'd vote terrible as well. I think the consensus is Terrible Game Tuesday. We finally found a game that we very much think is terrible. There's a few others that we've agreed on, but
Draken was pretty terrible.
Hack Draken. Although Draken stuck in my mind for a lot of reasons, actually.
Draken
there were some moments.
There's some redeeming qualities.
There were some moments in that stream, just particularly, that were hilarious. The glitch with the alligator was really funny, and there were some other things too. But, anyways,
Paperboy was hot garbage.
I don't know. My brother will stand on his own grave for some reason and say that Paperboy is a quality game. Because there is a reward in working that hard to get what you want out of a game, but I don't know.
Well, then
he would still
could
think
make that
ActRaiser
argument
is
about any game.
That's what I'm saying. Is like he would also think ActRaiser 2 is terrible. So I don't know what the bar really is for him. But he plays a lot of PUBG now, so that's too stressful of an experience for me. But anyways, okay. So ActRaiser 2 terrible. ActRaiser 1 great game. And too bad that they kind of went the direction of ActRaiser 2.
Such a waste.
There was nothing else in that series, right? That it died
No,
there.
there are only 2 ActRaiser games. If you like ActRaiser 1 and you have not ever played, go play Soul Blazer.
Okay. Then
go play Dark Cloud 1 and 2 on PlayStation 1 or 2, I don't remember.
Dark Cloud, okay.
There's probably some other games that do this. But those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. That has been Terrible Game Tuesday. It is close to 10 o'clock p.m. Central U.S. time, which is the time zone that we happen to live in, as you see Texas on the model. Mm-hmm. And we're going to call it a night. But this has been your friendly neighborhood KMereNGetSum. This is Hans Mullerman, our resident expert. We're sad we don't have the other Hudson here tonight, but he was in chat, so close enough. But we'll have him back next week, hopefully, and I'll be around next week. You around next week?
Yeah.
Most likely. And we'll post on the way up to there. So follow on Twitter, KMereNGetSum vid, V-I-D. Follow on Twitch. You'll get a notification on the actual stream, so you'll get credit for it. And YouTube, KMereNGetSum.
You know, we can go ahead and announce next week's game, because I've already thought of it.
Oh, there we go. What is it?
Secret of Evermore.
Ooh.
This is a contentious pick, because I love the game.
Secret of Evermore. So I've heard about this game, and I've heard mixed things too, so this will actually be a really good play.
This is a contentious game. It's not nearly as well loved as Secret of Mana.
Clearly.
Even though that was a poorly programmed mess of a game. I love Secret of Mana. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but man, it was programmed like shit.
Oh man, we're getting into controversy.
Programmed like shit.
All right.
Secret of Evermore was programmed a little bit better.
All right.
It features one of the first performances of a Mr. Jeremy Soule, who is one of the most well-known video game composers ever. Total Annihilation, one of my favorite video game soundtracks ever.
Okay.
And Skyrim.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. You may have heard of that game.
God.
You might have heard of Skyrim.
All right. Well,
it's kind of a big deal.
It's clear that you have to be here next week for Terrible Game Tuesday. Same time, same place. Yep. 8 o'clock Central U.S. time on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Be there. It's GMT -6, I think, if you're looking at the GMT.
We are -6 here.
So GMT -6, 8 p.m. That's it. That's all I have to say about this. I'm going to leave you out with some music from rainwave.cc, rain like what falls from the sky, and wave what crashes up on the ocean.cc, or it crashes up on the shore, technically. But it crashes upon the ocean, too. But I'm going to leave you with some music. It's all video game music all the time. I'm not sponsored by them, but they are... they play video game music all the time, so how can you complain? Enjoy. As usual, I love you, and I'll see you next time.